What is going on, guys? This is Thick Teddy, and we're back again with another UFC picks and bets in one sentence. First off, I want to say thank you guys all for tuning into this video every single week. I love making these. Drop a like, drop a subscribe, and drop a comment of your favorite bet for this card that we're about to talk about. But first, let's go over the last card, and we have something to talk about. We almost got every single fight right on this card. We had Natalia Silva. We had Brady Highstand. We had Vanessa Demopoulos. We had Ricky Tercios. We had Miles Johns. We had Jennifer Maia and also a bet on Jennifer Maia. We had Charles Johnson. We had Jack Della Maddalena. We had Muslim Salikov and also a bet on Muslim Salikov. We had Waldo Cortez Acosta. We had everything. And then Ian Cutelaba gets knocked out in the second round. So very close. I had money on Cutelaba. I cashed out my full card parlay before the Cortez Acosta fight because I was kind of suspect of Sherman knocking him out maybe. But regardless, I banked big on that cash out. I banked big on Jennifer Maia. So it was a great card. I'm looking to emulate that. So let's get into the Fight Center. Let's go to upcoming and let's go to UFC. And let's talk about Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Kevin Holland. But first, we're going to start at the bottom of the card. We got 15 fights, so let's get through this quickly. One sentence each fight, maybe two if I'm excited. First, we have Yasmin Urelgai versus Estela Nunes. I'm going Estela Nunes here. She's on a win streak, and I think Estela... Wait, no. Back up. I'm going Yasmin here. I think she's just on a better streak right now, and I think Nunes kind of sucks. That's my breakdown for that one. Francis Marshall versus Marcelo Rojo. I'm going Marcelo Rojo. I think he has the experience to kind of shock Francis Marshall and give him that veteran experience that Francis Marshall needs in order to grow as a fighter. I just think it's going to happen a little bit earlier than people expect, so Rojo is the pick. Natan Levy versus Genaro Valdez. I'm going Natan Levy. He's a jacked boy, and I think he's gonna bring the heat, and I think he's just probably better all around than Genaro Valdez. Tracy Cortez versus Amanda Ribas. I'm going Amanda Ribas here. I've never been especially impressed with Tracy Cortez stand-up, and I think Amanda Ribas has a good enough grappling to keep this on the feet and put Cortez in some tough spots, and I think she's going to do it here. It's going to just kind of be like a veteran performance from Ribas. Darren Elkins versus Jonathan Pierce. I think Jonathan Pierce is going to beat him everywhere here. I don't think this is going to be close. I think he's better grappler. I think he's better wrestler. I think he's better boxer, and I think he's a better kickboxer. He might not be as tough as Darren Elkins, but I don't think he's going to need it here. Jonathan Pierce easily, and you can see he's a pretty heavy favorite, so I didn't even get any money on it. Michael Johnson versus Mark Diakise. I looked at the weigh-ins, and Michael Johnson looks a little fluffy. He looks a little thick, and I don't think that's going to bode well for him against someone on a 2-fight win streak looking like Mark Diakabib Nurmagomedov over here. I think the Bone Crusher is going to take him down over and over and over, and I don't think he'd have that much issues with him on the feet. I think he could hang as well. Michael Johnson's quick, but I don't think he's going to be able to hold up to Diakise's pressure, grappling, and overall just being a better all-around mixed martial artist, in my opinion. And also just Michael Johnson looking a bit like he's not taking this fight as seriously, or he's coming for a paycheck. I could be wrong there, but that's what I'm seeing. So Diakise's the pick. He's just too wide of a favorite, again, for me to feel comfortable. Clay Guida versus Scott Holtzman. Scott Holtzman was a very big boy on the scale. Usually I'm a big fan of Clay and his body of work and what he's able to do, but that scared me. I have no interest in betting this fight. I'm going to pick Holtzman. With a name like Hot Sauce, I don't think I can avoid picking you in a fight. I think you're gonna pull something out if you got a name like Hot Sauce, Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman. But yeah, I'm not interested in this in the slightest. I'll watch it and I'll be cheering for Clay Guida, that's for sure. But Holtzman's a pick. Angela Hill versus Emily Ducote. I think Ducote is going to wrestle fuck her, and I think it's going to be fairly easy. And I think that's all I need to say on this one. Nico Price versus Philip Rowe. Philip Rowe missed weight. I was on Nico Price at minus like 115 or minus 110. I think I got like in two different sports books, I got both of those, minus 110 in one and minus 115 in the other. And I'm riding that. I think Nico Price is kind of an underrated scrapper in the UFC. He puts on good fights all the time. He's tough. Philip Rowe, not bad. I just don't think he's going to be able to get it done here. I think Nico Price is a bit of a step up for him, and I don't think it's going to work out for him. I'm taking Nico Price. I think he can grapple if he needs to be, and I think he can also just land some big shots and take Philip Rowe out. All right, Eric Anders and Kyle Dawkins. This is the first bet of mine. I have Kyle Dawkins, or not the first bet. I have Nico Price already, but Kyle Dawkins is my first parlay piece, I should have said. I'm taking Kyle Dawkins here. I think he's better grappler. I think he can get him in the clinch. I think he can do work there. I think he can take his back and choke him out. I think he can knock Eric Anders out. Eric Anders looked rough on the scale, guys, and that's another thing that I really, really look into. And plus, he's got a name like Yeah Boy, and I'm never going to get behind someone who calls themselves Yeah Boy. If he's yelling, yeah, boy, after he wins, then he is not going to win another fight in the UFC. So Kyle Dawkins is the pick. The Darce Knight is fucking great. Great name, Kyle Dawkins. You're my first parlay piece of the night. Go get it done, baby. Jack Hermansson, Roman Dolidze. Jack Hermansson looked tough on the scale, guys. He cried when he made weight. We know he's an emotional guy, though. But it's hard to say. I've been a Roman Dolidze backer his last 3 fights. You can look at him here. Star Poli, Kyle Dawkins, and Phil Hawes, and I've won every single one of those bets. I think Jack Hermansson is just a much. No, I'm not lagging here. I just think he's that much of a better fighter than Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is very one-dimensional. I mean, obviously he's had some knockouts here, so can't really say that, I guess, anymore. But to me, he's a very one-dimensional fighter, and the tape shows it. Jack Hermansson, never a one-dimensional guy. I think he's going to come out and he's going to touch and pressure Roman Dolidze. And I think he's going to take an easy decision here. My second parlay piece of the night is Jack Hermansson. The weight cut did have me kind of stumbling a bit. I was like, oh shit, but I got him at a better price than this minus 190 in my parlays, and I'm riding it. Tai Tuivasa versus Sergey Pavlovich. This is my big spot on the card, guys. This is my favorite bet on the card. I got Tai Tuivasa at plus 195. Sergey Pavlovich, he's not well-rounded. He has a lot of power. So does Tai Tuivasa. Tai Tuivasa can bang, guys. Pavlovich quit in his last loss. I believe it was Overeem. Let me make sure. Yeah, Overeem. He quit. He quit in that fight. Tai Tuivasa just about knocked out Cyril Gane. Tai Tuivasa, money line all fucking night, guys. I'm taking it, and I'm going to be doing a damn shoey if he wins, no doubt. All right. Matthias Nicolau versus Matt Schnell. I'm taking Nicolau. I don't think it's going to be close. He is my third parlay piece of the night. I don't think it's even going to be a fucking remotely close fight. Nicolau, in every single possible way, he could, put this dude in a splicer and tear him down the middle if he wants. He's going to do whatever he wants to Matt Schnell. RDA and Barberena, same situation, but I don't like the price tag on RDA. I think RDA is going to kill him. It could be an actual homicide in the octagon. RDA is the pick. Barberena has, gotten slapped around like, I don't even know. He's borderline Luke Kuechly at this point, thinking about retiring due to just not being able to remember where he's at right now. I don't know, guys. It's tough. It's tough to watch people just take that much damage and then continue fighting. But RDA is the pick, and that's gonna be all I have on that one. Main event time. I'm going to give this one a few more sentences than normal. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is probably one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, in the history of the UFC. I think the only time I've shed tears about a UFC fight was when he lost that decision to Tyron Woodley for the belt. Fucking destroyed me, but I think Kevin Holland's going to take him here, guys, and it hurts me. I'm going to be cheering so hard for Wonderboy. I'm a big fan. But Kevin Holland, I think he's on the rise, and Stephen Wonderboy is on the opposite. So I'm taking Kevin Holland. Let's go through a quick every single fight. I'll just give you the name of it, and then I'll go through 3 parlays I have, or 2 actually. So I have Yasmin, Marcelo Rojo, Natan Levy, Amanda Hebas, Jonathan Pierce, Mark Diakese, Scott Holtzman, Emily Ducote, Nico Price, Kyle Dawkins, Jack Hermanson, Tai Tuivasa, Nicolau, RDA, and Kevin Holland. I have a parlay which is all of the overs in the women's fights. So this one, Yasmin over, the Tracy Cortez fight over, and then the Angela Hill fight over. I think that's easy money on this card, but we're going to see, right? And then I have Nikolai, I have Hermanson and Dawkins in a parlay, and then I have a money line bet on Nico Price and Tai Tuivasa. My favorite parlay is the Dawkins, Hermanson, Nicolau. It has the most money on it that I have on this card. My favorite individual bet is Tai Tuivasa, baby. Again, thank you guys for tuning into these videos. I love making them. Drop a like, drop your favorite bet below. I'll drop my favorite bet below in the comments. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the card. Stay safe. Call an Uber if you guys need to. You know the drill. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.